When you have a dynamic playmaker, you get the ball in their hands. That's just what you do. It's what you do. And that's exactly what Yazoo County High School did for their star quarterback, Kenny Gainwell. That's right, I said quarterback. They knew they had something special in this kid since he was averaging 9.8 yards per carry as a 14-year-old freshman. 14. 9.8 yards per carry. That's insane. Moving him to quarterback was just a plan to get the ball in his hands more often, and they weren't wrong. He dominated. Dominated all the way throughout his senior season. Damn, was his senior season special. Over 1,100 passing yards with 10 touchdowns. Meanwhile, he racked up 1,800 on the ground with 32 additional touchdowns. That's nuts. Let's go ahead and throw one back for this Kenny Gainwell quick shot.
All right, who wants a shot? Quick shots.
Gainwell ended up at Memphis. He had to play behind Darrell Henderson, Tony Pollard, and Antonio Gibson, all three who were in the NFL. But he was so good that by his sophomore season, after Henderson and after Pollard were drafted, he actually forced the next guy up, Antonio Gibson, into more of a wide receiver and complementary role. Antonio Gibson, who was thought to be the starting running back, only saw 33 carries that season compared to 231 by Kenny Gainwell. You know what Gainwell did with those carries? He melted faces. 1,459 yards with 13 touchdowns on the ground. Meanwhile, he still racked up a whopping 51 receptions for 610 yards and 3 additional touchdowns in the air. That was 13 more receptions than Antonio Gibson. Yes, by the way, the same Antonio Gibson that has 720 yards on only 151 carries, along with 11 touchdowns, and then an additional 35 receptions for 241 yards in the air for the Washington football team right now. That's at an NFL level. And yet Kenny Gainwell pushed this guy to be a backup. That's crazy to me. When we sit there and we look at Kenny Gainwell, he's kind of being forgotten because he had to opt out of the 2020 season. He had concerns of COVID after losing 4 family members, which is very unfortunate. But he's still working out and he's trying to put on weight while maintaining his lucidity and his speed. That should be a good thing because most teams, if they want to bell cow back, they're not going to take a guy that's 190 at 5'10". It's just not going to happen. So when most undersized running backs try to put on weight, right, they try and do it within a couple months from the combine. And typically, if they do put on weight, it hinders their speed along with their agility. So him opting out should only give him a benefit. And the factor that he will have fresh legs for the combine, he will have fresh legs for the 2021 season, and he has time to not only put on weight, but put it on the right way so he can keep that speed. He can keep that agility. Right now, most mocks have him going mid-second round. But if he improves his speed a little bit, he adds on some weight, right, and still scores well in the agility drills, I don't think it's outlandish to see him sneak into the top 10 for rookie mock drafts. I really don't. Right now, I have him ranked as RB4. And judging on how this offseason goes with the combine and landing spot, I have no reason to think that Kenny Gainwell should stay outside of the top 2 running backs this season. Yeah, I'm going that hot. Kenny Gainwell, for me, should be a top running back moving forward for all dynasty leagues and somebody that I'm trying to acquire. So if he's sitting there in the late first round, the mid first round of your drafts, don't blink twice. Take Kenny Gainwell.